There's a version of you that hits snooze 6 times. The version that says, I'll do it tomorrow. That feels stuck, jealous, tired, and doesn't even know why. You've seen him in the mirror, you know his voice. And Marcus Aurelius would tell you something brutal. That version of you must die. Not next year. Not after the motivation hits. Now, Marcus Aurelius wasn't writing to impress. He was journaling to survive. He ruled an empire by day and wrestled his inner weakness by night. What if you could do the same? Not just be better, but become unshakable. Wake up with clarity. Move with purpose. Silence the voice that tells you you're not enough, not by arguing with it, but by burying it. But how do you kill him without losing yourself? Stay with me. You're about to find out. Before he was an emperor, before he was remembered as one of the greatest Stoic minds in history, Marcus Aurelius was a man at war, but not with soldiers, with himself. Every morning he faced the same battle you do: distraction, doubt, desire, and every morning he chose discipline. Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's not about pretending you don't care. It's about facing reality and still choosing the harder path. It's about saying, I don't control the world, but I do control me. No more excuses, no more waiting for the right time. This isn't self-help fluff. This is war. War against the lower version of you, the weak, reactive, addicted version. And the only way out is through. By the end of this video, you'll have a Stoic ritual. A system Marcus himself used to eliminate weakness every single day. It won't feel comfortable, but it will make you stronger. Stay with me. There are two versions of you, and every single day, one of them wins. One wakes up late, reaches for the phone, and says, I'll do it tomorrow. The other gets up when it's hard, even when no one's watching. One complains about how unfair life is. The other takes full ownership no matter what the world throws his way. One gets angry at every little inconvenience. The other breathes, pauses, responds with clarity, not emotion. One hides behind envy, jealousy, and blame. The other builds in silence. You know which version wins more often. You feel it. And it's not just about your habits, it's about your identity. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. You've been given that power away to fear, to comfort, to distraction. But here's the truth. That weak version of you doesn't need to be fixed. He needs to be replaced. Because you can't lead your life with two voices in your head. You can't build greatness while dragging dead weight. You either feed the disciplined version of yourself, or you feed the one that keeps you stuck. Now pause. Ask yourself this. Which voice do you hear more in your head? And more importantly, which one do you want to hear tomorrow morning? You're not here to chase comfort. You're here to build strength. Real strength. The kind that doesn't scream, it simply endures. The weak version of you wants life to be easier. But the Stoic version of you, he doesn't ask for ease. He trains for resistance. Because Stoicism isn't about feeling better, it's about becoming better on purpose. Marcus Aurelius didn't write his meditations for an audience. He wrote them to survive the weight of ruling an empire. He faced betrayal, plague, war, and death. Yet he remained calm. Why? Because he understood the Stoic mission: to master what's within you and let go of everything outside your control. You can't control other people. You can't control the past. You can't even control what tomorrow brings. But you can control your thoughts. You can control how you respond. You can control the standard you hold yourself to no matter what. That's the Stoic mission. Not to wait for peace, but to become it. To stop looking for motivation and start relying on discipline. To stop reacting and start responding with reason. You don't need more hacks. You need a code to live by. And Stoicism gives you that code forged in the ancient fire, but made for today's chaos. So ask yourself this. Are you building a life that can withstand storms? Or are you still hoping the wind won't blow? Because the wind will blow. In the next section, I'll show you how to train like a Stoic day by day to kill your weakness and strengthen your core. Don't skip it. This is where the transformation begins. Daily Stoic practices to crush weakness. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. And the Stoics knew this long before modern productivity books ever existed. If you want to kill the weak version of yourself, you need daily discipline, not random motivation. You need structure that sharpens you. So here's how you start. Simple, silent, powerful. 1. Morning reflection. Before the chaos, you sit with your thoughts. You ask yourself, what am I likely to face today? What emotions might try to control me? And then, like Marcus, you remind yourself, I have power over my mind, not the events, not the people, just me. You don't scroll, you prepare. 2. Midday self-honesty. At some point, pause. Look at how you're moving. Are you reacting emotionally? Chasing distractions? Ask, am I acting on reason or impulse? This moment keeps you from slipping back into weakness. 3. Evening review. The day's over, but you're not done. You sit again, quiet. You ask yourself, where did I win today? Where did I let the weaker me take the lead? No shame, no ego, just the truth. That's how you grow. Not with noise, but with deliberate, focused silence. These 3 checkpoints, morning, midday, night, are your weapons. They don't take hours, but they take intention. And if you do this consistently, the weaker version of you won't survive because that version lives in chaos and you now live by design. In the next part, I'll give you the ritual Marcus used to bury his lower self every single day. This is where the real execution happens. Every day, you wake up with 2 identities inside you. The one that wants to rise and the one that wants to run. And the truth is, you don't fix the weaker version of yourself. You execute him. That's the Stoic way. No therapy sessions, no self-pity, just a ritual. A private daily moment where you remind yourself, I am not that man anymore. Here's how you do it. Before your day begins, stand alone. No noise, no distractions, just you. Look in the mirror not with judgment, but with clarity. Now speak directly, out loud or in your mind. You say, the version of me that skips workouts dies today. The version that complains, hesitates, breaks promises he doesn't make it past this moment. He's gone, burned, buried. You are declaring war on comfort, on weakness, on the voice that keeps you small. And every time that voice tries to come back, during stress, boredom, temptation, you remind it, you're dead. You don't speak for me anymore. This isn't toxic positivity. It's Stoic accountability. It's facing your patterns head on and choosing to outgrow them. Because here's what most men never understand. Your greatest enemy isn't out there. It's in your habits, your thoughts, your excuses. So bury that man every morning. And every night, reflect on how well you held the line. Not for approval, not for applause, but because this is the price of becoming who you were meant to be. In the final section, you'll learn how to keep this fire alive and become the kind of man no storm can shake. You don't need more information. You don't need more motivation. What you need is a funeral for the man who doubts himself, the man who waits for permission, the man who flinches when things get hard. Let him go. You've outgrown him. He was necessary once, but now he's the only thing standing between you and who you were meant to become. Marcus Aurelius didn't become unshakable by accident. He became unshakable by choice, by practice, by discipline, and so will you. Visual, fade to bright morning. Man walking into the sunrise, posture strong, pace steady, no phone, no noise, just movement. You are not your feelings. You are not your past. You are what you do consistently when no one is watching. So wake up tomorrow with fire. Kill the weakness before it speaks, and walk into your day with quiet dominance. You're not here to survive. You're here to transform. Which version of you did you bury today? Tell me in the comments. Let the world know the weak man is gone. Like this video if you're ready to choose discipline over excuses. Subscribe for more Stoic strategies and real transformation. And watch this next video, Why Women Respect Men Who Think Like Marcus Aurelius. It'll show you how inner strength changes everything.